Okay, I'm moving the clit away from the mouth.
The audio clitoris needs to come back
Audio
from
clit
your
is
mouth just a
moved
tiny
over.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems good.
Now, this clearly marks Phil as a man who understands. Sometimes you do have to pull it back a little bit before you bring it back to. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna
you,
take the notes
absolutely.
again. 1 second.
Yeah, but you don't pull back from the clit. You're the boss.
You're
tell
the clit
them
boss.
tell them
You're
where
the
to put it.
clit boss.
I was going to make a joke that if you're too close to the audio clip, at least that means you know where it is for sure. Like
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I have demonstrated that I know where the audio clit is.
this is very good for a podcast.
Matt's rolling up to the Tinder date to let her know that he can find the mic.
Yeah, and just be like, leaning way too close in and being like, is my mic a little too hot?
This is
Should
what
I
they mean
lower
when
the
they
gain?
say, "You want your pod cussy ate?" That's what.
No.
I'm sorry.
we can't go back to that incredibly fertile ground.
Yeah, we sealed that well up, and for good reason.
Okay. We're on orbs now.
We're on orbs. No, we're done with orbs.
No more orbs.
We are done.
We got nothing, man. Now we have feet pics from Jeffrey Epstein. That's what we got now.
Yeah.
Fortunately for all of us, we're past
Made
orbs.
my fucking day. That was the best thing that happened today.
Now, is it because Ghislaine looks a little hot in the pics? Is that why?
She does look a little bit hot in the pics, which makes it worse. It makes it like way more disturbing. And like why is she pushing his fucking foot up into her tits?
Why? Right? Why are you asking? You know.
No, I feel like I know you. I know the implications. I'm supposed to know why, but I don't really know why though.
Imagine
I really
the start
don't know
of that proposition where he's like, "How about you pop open your shirt and put my foot in there?" How about we just?
I mean, he is Epstein, right? Like,
what's a boat that you use your feet on? I'm trying to make a motorboat into
paddle boat.
What? And all of them?
That question left me with so many more questions.
Tugboat?
That's basically tugboating, I think.
Yeah, he's getting tugboated, all right.
Oh, similar to motorboating, but with your feet. I got there.
It's gonna be in the workshop for a while.
He's getting Flappy Bird. That's what you call that right there. Don't ask me why. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. You can tell too. All of you agreed immediately. You were like, "Yeah, that is definitely a Flappy
Sounds about right."
It's true.
Yeah, she's overjoyed in those pictures to be rubbing his nasty ass feet too. He looks like a fucking slob too.
Well, I will say someone actually posted a photo set of photos like of her with Jeffrey, where all of them she's looking at him like adoringly, and he's just kind of like off to the side.
Right,
and
she hates herself, right? Like that's something's going on with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They might just both be complete sociopaths. Have we ever considered that? I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah,
she is kind of his Harley Quinn. So
I've spent so much of my time considering that, Phil, like a weird amount of time. Where it's concerning.
They have to be. This can't be anything else. I mean, maybe more things compounded on top of that.
Sure.
That's my guess.
I do like that she was drawing a sketch of the sketch artist drawing her. And I was like, that's so sassy.
Mm-hmm.
It is so sassy of you.
Sassiopath.
It's kind of a power move.
Oh, God.
It is. It's so bizarre though. Like I would love that coming from someone who was on trial for like not.
I know, right?
You know, a global sex trafficking ring.
Yeah. Not the worst thing, you know?
Yeah, it's like take this seriously. You suck.
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of jumped the gun with the feet pics, but
no, that's. I mean,
just wanted to, that was on my mind.
It does have in the show notes. It has red blaring lights next to it, so I don't know if you jumped the gun. It seems important. I did see this in the show notes, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then the same day, of course, I saw the pictures like shortly after, but I saw the notes in our thing first, and then shortly after that, I saw for some reason very close pictures of Rachel Dolezal's feet, like
hell yeah.
Right after getting the show notes in my brain, I didn't see Epstein's feet. I saw Rachel Dolezal's feet, which is just a whole weird. I don't know what to do with that. You know, like My brain is really stewed up.
All on the same day, it's a lot,
Yeah. I mean, think about it.
Going on.
I can't fault her for whatever she chooses to do at this point. The fact that she's like persevered this long, fuck it. Let her have a weird foot thing. Let her have an OnlyFans. Whatever. That's fine.
I like her.
Yeah.
Wow. This is quite a turn for the Succ. I had no idea we were such fans of Rachel Dolezal and her feet.
I support POCs. I don't know what to tell you.
We're centering and uplifting the voice of a woman of color, and I think putting us down for that, Phil, is really fucked up of you.
It's pretty fucked up, Phil.
Yeah. Where did I put you guys down? I was just really talking about feet. I mean,
I was just trying to focus on the feet here.
Yeah,
we heard the undertones.
It was a very like the feet were like here, and she was like back here, and it was like this is Rachel Dolezal's feet. It was like very like feet.
It was a horny thing, right?
Yeah, I think it had to be.
It's probably
had like an
from her
vibe
OnlyFans,
to it,
right?
Yeah, she has an OnlyFans now.
Yeah,
I dodged that one, so I did not see that one.
I thought. I mean, y'all were joking about it. I didn't think that was.
Now, Matt, it's fucked up because that does mean that maybe 7-8 weeks ago now you lied to us when you told us that you were going to subscribe to her OnlyFans.
Oh shit! That's right.
I did lie. Yeah, I have to like uphold that I've never purchased an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
because I made a post like a year ago where I was like, I know I will never fucking buy your OnlyFans, and I'm just sticking by it. And no matter how horny I get, I'm just gonna keep doing it. No matter how bad I want to see her feet.
How much would it rock though if you kept like that requirement for yourself, but the one time you broke was for Rachel Dolezal? I think how insulted would the rest of the women be?
Like really, that's what does it for you, Matt? It's like yes.
Oh wow! I really hope you did subscribe because I'm just now remembering that episode, and now I'm like thinking about did somebody do copyright infringement on Rachel Dolezal to post her feet like that? Because that's not supporting sex workers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that is not.
That's true.
Yeah, that's like a Kanye West move right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Did we discuss that on the show? That Kanye West? Or did y'all discuss it?
Yeah.
I think we did. That Ye will not pay for OnlyFans and bootlegs it. And stuff.
I just love that he's like richer than God. Doesn't even need. He could just basically have sex with anybody he wanted, and but he doesn't do that. He goes and he bootlegs OnlyFans porn. Like what a fucking king! What a fucking king!
Yeah, it's probably a kink. It's probably a kink for him. He's like, oh, this is wrong.
Definitely a kink for him.
This is wrong. I'm not supposed to be looking at these. I'm getting them for free. This is naughty. Like,
well, I just take issue. You don't know how rich God is. Stop pocket watching. You don't know.
Oh wow.
That is true. I don't know him.
I had to throw that one out there. Sorry.
I've seen the annual reports. I've seen the balance sheets.
Yeah, Willow like moonlights as God's accountant. It's way less interesting than
I'm an
think.
Investor, okay?
Yeah, he's got some accounts in the Caymans that are unaccounted for. I'm telling you.
God was in the Panama Papers.
God, that all comes out.
Nice.
God is actually bootlegging OnlyFans to get off.
Oh no! What if God was in the Little St. James flight logs?
Oh no!
And the Panama Papers, just scandal after
Well, speaking of God laundering money, I think that's probably a good transition for this. There was this plumber who was working on a bathroom at Joel Osteen's church, mega church, and apparently found like hundreds of thousands of dollars in the wall, like in the insulation of this bathroom.
Yeah, right behind the toilet.
And this isn't a news story. I think this happened like a week ago, but apparently the dude was very upset that he like didn't get an award or something because he didn't steal the money like he thought he deserved, to get some kind of reward.
Mm-hmm. He does. Yeah.
which he did get, but I just love the story that there's like a headline that like Plumber is angry that he didn't get, paid for not stealing.
As he should be, because I'm sorry, but like I would be walking out of that bathroom so much fucking lumpier than I walked.
Thank you. Yes. I mean, what do we? I mean, fuck a reward. Why are you talking about this on the news?
Yeah,
like,
shut
fuck Joel
up.
Osteen. Take all the fucking money. What is happening?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
What are they gonna do? Start interviewing people? Like, hey, did you happen to find our bathroom money? Like,
no, bathroom money's missing. What the fuck?
Yeah. You shut your mouth, you put your hands in your pockets, and you keep it fucking moving. You got to go home early that day.
I did no research on this. Did we find out why there was stacks and stacks of money inside of the church walls?
I mean,
just
not
normal
exactly.
church shit.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just normal Joel Osteen church shit. You know, as you do.
This is literally funny. Like that HBO show, the
one with John Goodman.
Yes, what's it called? The Royal Tenenbaums. I can't remember what it's called. That's not the Royal Tenenbaums.
Gemstones.
Thank you. The Mighty Gemstones. The Mighty Gemstones.
Yeah. It's a show about a Christian ska band. Yeah.
And they have like stolen money in the ceiling at one point. So I mean, this is literally.
Definitely feels like a Breaking Bad plot.
Yeah.
It is funny that like I heard like Joel Osteen and then I heard about the money in the wall and like I didn't need to like investigate that any further. I was just like, that does track. Yeah.
There was, I believe there was a few years back, there was like some sort of money laundering thing that was uncovered. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like there's more.
So much laundering going on in those fucking churches, those big ass mega churches.
Oh yeah,
sure. Joel Osteen is such a piece of fucking shit.
He fucking sucks.
Such a slimy fuck, man. I cannot stand that guy. I mean, all those guys suck, but he's like the housewives that get like addicted to his like spiritual uplifting shit is like, ugh, I don't get it.
I mean, housewives are just incredibly easy to get addicted to a lot of things. It's in their nature as housewives.
He's our god dealer.
I mean, if it wasn't mega church upliftings, it could have been Xanax,
Valium or something.
Yeah. It could have been making weird comments to her son's friends. There's gonna be a vice, Yeah.
Did you guys see the like I think it was a TikTok or a reel or something of the like dude that he's like a young guy and he goes with Joel Osteen. He's like, hey, come here, and Joel goes over to him and is like yeah, and he's like, hey, you're a piece of shit, right? It's so great, man, because he keeps it complete completely deadpan.
Yeah,
funny.
You're a piece of shit. He knows.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, right? And he's like, he starts walking away, and he's just like, you are. You are. It's like, yes, he does know that.
I'm very impressed with anybody that can pull those kind of things off. I don't know how you keep a straight face. Like, I've seen him done to like Tommy Lauren and like all other kinds of conservative people where they just walk up like to get a selfie and they just say the shittiest thing, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I feel like who would be really good at that is like those girls in high school who got really good at making fun of you, but in a way that like that you couldn't call them on it because they were being nice. Like, oh wow, I love your shirt. Where did you get it? Stop, shut up. That's a really cute shirt. That's great. Like those girls would be great at that.
Nice.
Sorry, I was reliving a moment that I had. Yeah. Maybe got a little too specific.
Yeah, synthesize your trauma. Thus,
very specific. Okay,
everyone had that happen, right?
It did happen to me. Yeah, it did happen to me.
Everyone loved me.
In high school?
I never had any problems ever, no.
But only in high school. Since then, it's been downhill.
Yeah, since then, it's been pretty bad. It's been dark. But high school is great.
I'm trying to imagine like the Succ in high school. Like, do y'all think if we all went to the same high school, like, would we have been friends or we would have been like bullied? I imagine Matt would have probably bullied me And
no,
like,
I was not a bully. I was nice.
well, I'm just imagining this is the typecasting from our actual relationship on the podcast. That's all. And Ashley probably would bully me too. That's my guess.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Justine would like pretend to be nice to me, like, but only like low key, like not out. If like I met her in the hall, she'd probably be like, but like, you know, she would still talk to me like on the side. And then Willow and I probably would have been like good friends, I think.
We would have been tight, yeah.
Ashley and I would have like bullied each other, but been really good friends.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, lots of sexual tension, probably.
Yeah.
I was like one of those like druggy art kids in high school.
Yep.
Any mall goths here? What were you guys?
I was all over the place.
Yeah.
In those 4 years, you just like had many phases.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Every year was a different phase, I think.
Nice.
First year was like I looked like, you know, I was in 8th grade or whatever. I was like sullen and nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Unformed, right?
Yeah. Sophomore year I was like, okay. You know, like I had like black hair or whatever, and like I had cool glasses frames that people thought made me look maybe like I had something going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, the person that played Jesus in the thing, the chorus thing.
What?
Oh yeah, Jesus in the thing.
Yeah,
right?
you know, Jesus in the chorus thing. So
right?
then people called me Jesus, and they liked me because of that, because I was Jesus.
I really like Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was the Boston Bomber. No, I don't remember. I don't remember senior year. I think that was my year to just skip most of my classes.
You definitely started smoking weed that year. I
did not. I did not. Okay. I did not smoke weed until I was like 27.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Is that why you're making up so hard for lost time now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I am always just packing it with wax. My asshole. That's what I'm.
Yeah, of course.
I remember the first time I was 15 when I got off the bus, and my buddy showed me weed for the first time. You know, like a piece of notebook paper wrapped up. You know, and he was like, "Got this weed." I was like, "Damn, is that for real? Like, you have weed?" Or you know, we're like, I think we were probably younger than 15, but yeah, we smoked it with one of them like Coke can pipes. You know, because that's how you do it. So you poke the holes in it.
Yeah.
I don't even think I smoked enough to get high. I was probably just like, I think I'm high, you guys. I think.
Yeah.
You guys feel it?
Is this what it feels like? Am I high? Is this what I?
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I gotta go home. Oh wait, I can't go home. Can I come to your house?
I always wonder what happened to those kids who could just make a pipe out of like a lawn chair or like an apple or just like any random trash. Yeah,
we got addicted to fentanyl.
I was like, they're either engineers or dead.
Yes, that's accurate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good to know.
Because I started smoking weed. I fell in with a very cool and punk crowd of 11-year-olds in middle school.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, it was
nice.
Very cool. And so I started
hard at 11, just like hard as hell.
No, it was very, very lame. But we were convinced otherwise, for sure. So I definitely I started smoking like weed and cigarettes when I was maybe 11 or 12. And then
gangster.
I respected all of those people. That's what I'm saying, by the way. Like that you would have had I would have been in awe of you.
That is the only amount of social cachet that I had was being part of that group. Because I wasn't a cool person. When I got to high school, it was very just I don't know really what it would be called. That sort of not quite mall goth, but that mall punk. I don't know. There were skinny jeans and the studded belts and
oh yeah,
we did stupid stuff with hairspray and layers.
Yeah.
Like scene queens.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you scene?
Yeah, but not quite not there was no raccoon tail hair or Hello Kitty accessories, so it was an in between with that. But I mean, I was only in high school for 2 years because I dropped out after that. But yeah, I very much stuck with that style. Although I wanted really badly to be like popular for my first year of high school, so I mixed it with the weird like. There was also a lot of like Victoria's Secret body sprays mixed in. It was a strange.
I think that's like a lot of people though.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't feel too bad about that.
Yeah, but then I did drop out after sophomore year, and then a lot of stuff happened after that. But I did go to college, so
nice.
That is impressive. You got too cool. You started so cool at 11 that you actually you topped out. And you just had to drop out because you were like done.
Oh,
you know,
no.
like, you already peaked,
You're like
so.
fucking Doogie
Peaking at
Howser,
11? That's
reverse
intense.
Doogie
That's
Howser.
really, really intense.
yeah, I had to. By the time I hit the ripe old age of 16, I had to drop out and work at a Pizza Hut and find out about heavy narcotics and attend community college. So
Nice.
we had a lot going on. I was very cool.
This is good. I think this is connecting the dots of the Justine lore. I think the earliest that we had up until then was the Burger King.
The DUI.
Chicken sticks.
Yeah.
DUI.
That was when she was 10, though.
Oh, really? Wow.
We established.
That actually, so if anyone's keeping track at home, the Burger King DUI was when I was 18. So we have filled in since then.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very big. I mean, the
We get a lot of
Succopedia needs to be updated for sure tonight.
Yeah.
So if you're doing the math on that, I haven't had a driver's license for 9 years, and that doesn't look to be changing anytime soon.
That's hot girl shit, I think. If ever there was hot girl shit, yeah.
So stop asking me to hang out. I don't have any way to get there.
Well, speaking of hot girl shit, this I don't know about this. Y'all can maybe tell me. There's apparently a new, maybe new. I don't know. Finnish cat girl prime minister. Is that really a real headline, or is that a meme?
I knew Matt would know about this too.
Yeah. She did nothing wrong.
What does that mean?
Go for it, Matt.
Look, I just I skimmed the article, but basically, the Finnish prime minister, who is a hot girl, she just went clubbing and just left her phone at home, and everyone was mad because they couldn't reach her. You know, you're the fucking prime minister, you can't go clubbing. And she was like, "No, I'm going clubbing with the girls," and she did.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. And also, she was supposed to social distance because it was COVID is spiking in the country. So she just like went fucking clubbing and without her phone during like a spike in COVID cases. So people were not happy about that.
Yeah.
Was she a cat girl?
Personally, I was.
You left out the most important part of the story, which is that she is a cat girl online.
Mm-hmm.
She edits photos of herself, photoshops cat ears and tails on, and posts them online.
I wish Joe Biden would do that. I mean,
we just missed that.
Oh, you missed that? Oh, it's.
I love her even more now.
Yeah, I'll get some pics your way. I'll send those private.
I got a lot to work with here. I got Rachel Dolezal feet, Epstein feet, cat girl prime minister.
Just a great time for Matt lately.
Great time for me. And my penis.
Just threw one in the group chat if anyone wants to check out Finland's shining gem.
I have to look.
Yes.
Let me see what it is.
Anime is real. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Justine, you're not allowed to look at these pictures because you hate anime. Sorry.
Yeah.
She
did this to herself. She edited this herself.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
It's like bad anime. It's like a weeb did this to themselves.
She's kind of got a weeb, man.
She's kind of got the Elizabeth Holmes eyes, though, right?
She does, yeah. Which is like really good.
I like the ones where she has clearly drawn elements of it herself. Like this
the necklace.
This one that's coming out, the tail. It really gets me.
Yeah, she's great. I mean, it looks like it's done in like MS Paint or something. It's really bad.
Yeah, Phil, can you if we do video for this, can you throw the photos into the?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I gotta say though that like that one's kind of doing it.
I mean, I would have voted for her without a doubt. I mean,
yeah,
I can say that for sure.
Yeah.
And you know, cat girls got to go clubbing, so I think we need to
cat girl
back
president.
off a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel old, actually, that we've reached a time period where we now like the cat girls are old enough to be prime ministers.
Prime ministers, and they're becoming them.
Yeah.
Oh man,
we need a Minecraft president. That's what we need.
We definitely do.
We need some type of like chancellor of some European country who does like the Fortnite emote dances.
What's her name? Theresa May got pretty close there with her fucking dancing queen.
I want Angela Merkel to floss. That's the dream.
She can do whatever she wants now.
Yeah, she just stepped down. Yeah, she's free to floss and go to the club. Nobody's going to judge her. I mean, you know, I think about our prime minister, cat girl here is getting scrutinized because she is in public office, right? I mean, a lot of people are probably going in the club right now. A lot of cat girls are. And, you know, we're not scrutinizing them. And I just think it's because, you know, she's held to a higher standard as prime minister, I guess.
I mean,
one would hope, yeah.
I've long said that you can take the cat girl out of the club, but you can't take the club out of the cat girl.
It's been said, and it's true.
I'm always saying this, and it's
she messages me in the middle of the night.
I can't go to Safeway anymore because I keep saying this.
I'm looking for a transition in here. I don't see one, so I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. I want to know, Ashley, can you tell us what happened with celery in you at an early age to give you such hate for this vegetable?
First of all, I don't. There was a lot of discourse about celery over Thanksgiving, whether it goes in stuffing or not. Also, yeah, and I think it does. I think it diversifies the mouthfeel. I support celery in stuffing.
Wow,
I don't hate celery. I'm just self-aware that some things that I like are maybe beyond the pale. I acknowledge that I enjoy celery because of the hairs. I want to choke on wet hair.
Yeah.
Not everyone wants to choke on wet hair. So I made a post about it. And now everybody thinks I hate celery. Like I'm some anti-celery psychopath.
You probably had more celery discourse in the last 2 days than most humans combined. Like probably much of the population hasn't had as much celery discourse.
People keep messaging me saying, "Hey, have you heard of celery?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have actually."
Have you seen this, Ashley? Have you heard about this?
It's just so annoying. I like going viral in that I can make people I've never met before chuckle. That's nice. That's always a good feeling. But when I get like 20 messages a day going like, "Hey, look, my cousin shared this," I'm like, dude, I don't need to hear that. Don't waste my brain space.
I think I did exactly that. I think I said my wife's cousin shared it and sent it to you. So
you're fine, Phil. You're allowed. Everybody else can fuck right off.
No, I get it. Trust me. I've heard about air fryers.
Unless it's a famous person who's sharing my post, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, did Rihanna share it? If so, dope. Otherwise, I don't fucking give a shit.
Yeah, like it was fine when people were like, Hassan shared your post. Like, yeah, cool. All right, I want to know about that. If I don't care that like your brother's ex-girlfriend's cousin, like you got into a fight with in high school. I don't care that she shared it. That means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know her.
I hope
She
she
could be
has a
famous.
bad day. She
might be famous. She might be a TikTok influencer. You don't know. She might be a celery company CEO. You know, that could be very good for you.
She's a Dole representative.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Waking up, I woke up once and I found and I woke up to like a shit ton of messages, and it was that time when Whitney Cummings shared my tweet,
Nice.
and that was cool to know. But then it was like then I had like family members that I don't talk to that much, and they're like, "Hey, is this you? I heard this was you," and I'm like, "Don't look at my tweets."
Don't like that.
But they looked, and it's not good.
Oh,
I was gonna say, man, I can't imagine how you do it. Like, I know you have alts and everything, but yeah.
I don't have any alts really. I just have the one. Well, I have two, but one of them I don't use anymore.
Okay. Fair.
I just go hard. If a family member I have certain people blocked, of course, but I don't. If they want to go look, they can, but they're gonna probably not have a good time. So.
Well, you don't have Whitney Cummings blocked, and apparently that was a major oversight because she got that to all your family members, and they're like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is this about fingers?" And
I didn't know she was until then. So, but she's like super famous.
Yeah, I've seen her. I've seen her specials and like.
I'm not a big fan of.
I don't think her comedy's great.
Her work.
It wasn't for me, but I appreciated it. I got a lot of followers for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Whitney.
I like how we've established the pod really is into Rachel Dolezal, but definitely not. Real,
we've got a preference.
Yeah.
Clearly,
that's fine.
Ghislaine Maxwell got a better reception than
Oh god.
Well, when Whitney Cummings starts clapping back at the court stenographer,
that would be great. Because then we could like that.
Yeah.
Can't like this coming from Maxwell.
And if Maxwell went up and did kind of hacky girl boss comedy, then I would criticize her in the same way.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like Matt said, it's not for him. I know the type of person that's for. And I don't respect those people.
And so about transitioning towards that kind of feel, that mouth feel of comedy.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that I would do well?
Yeah.
I mean, you did just say mouthfeel of comedy, so I think that's
You're
gonna do great.
They would feel super girl bossed. And the clit thing, they would like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they would love that.
Yeah, they're gonna just slide you. Yeah, just work on sliding right into whatever shit-shaped void Chris D'Elia left.
Okay, that I can do. I think.
Yeah,
that I can do.
You can take up those brains.
I had his podcast recommended to me by someone in the at Thanksgiving, and I was like, he's the guy that like did the. He did this sex with a minor thing, right? Or he's like trading news with minor. And he was like, yeah, he kind of addresses that, but it's really good.
It's not worth it. That was the thing. That was the thing with him. When that broke, I was like, well, it's like no one liked him to begin with, so at least it's not really a loss.
This one person really liked him, so I of course did not check him out. So.
Yeah,
that's a whole new type of guy, like guy who really rides for Chris D'Elia for no reason.
Yeah,
seems like a weird hill to die on, but hey,
what does that type of guy's mind palace look like? Just like Chris D'Elia, and what else do you like at that point?
Probably Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah, Joe Rogan, and
just in a different way than
teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenagers all the way down.
Oh no!
Oh
no, not good.
Nobody clipped that.
I think I think.
What do you want?
We've got about 25 minutes so far of like sex offender talk. I think. I think we really need to push away from this precipice of.
Hey, so did you guys hear that thing about Bill Cosby?
No. What happened?
I didn't have anywhere to go. I'm sorry.
No, I think luckily we haven't heard from Bill Cosby in a couple weeks now, which is a blessing.
Yeah. Now Louis C.K. on the other hand. Oh my god.
Is he back?
I'm sorry. That's the last one I got. I still don't have anywhere to go. Please give me a transition on something. I can't keep making it.
Please help us. We're all of us.
I can only
speaking of child molestation, is that what's happening right Fox News had their Christmas tree set on fire.
Good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I love the war on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just got very literal.
Christmas is winning the war on Christmas against itself.
The first, when I saw this headline, the first thing I thought was it was from negligence, like the Fox News just can't put up a Christmas tree, and that was very funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's apparently arson, and so it is like literally a war on Christmas, I guess. I mean, why
so
would
it's
you
even
literally?
cooler.
Yeah. I mean,
it is cool now.
I don't know why. I just think I like a Homer Simpson type character put Fox News's tree up. That's what was happening in my mind before I thought of arson. You know, like.
I don't know. It's shit on fire is like so pretty to me for whatever reason. You know, like that church that was going up in France last year. Gorgeous.
I mean, we do live in a society, so that makes sense.
We do live in a society.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Are you talking?
I mean, Matt is going cold Joker mode right now. He's just like flashing back to Halloween on us.
I'm completely Joker-fied. Black metal Joker, baby.
He's the boy, baby.
Oh man, I guess we got plenty of mileage out of that one. So I can say, speaking of Jokers, apparently Elon Musk inspired Grimes to write a new song called "The Greatest Gamer." Is that what it's called, or is that just the lyrics of it?
It doesn't matter.
It's just the vibe.
That's in the song noticeably, and you can hear it, and it's just. She can't stop taking L's. She just can't stop. I love her to death, but that song, the lyrics are atrocious. My God, man. This is like a 30-something-year-old woman writing this fucking shit.
She's just got
an alternate version of this called "You Wouldn't Let Me Win at Mario Kart." That's like,
God damn it! I was in first place. Why did you send that blue shell?
Oh man, I can't believe this is reality, but it's probably because it's not, right? This is all like a big joke on us. It has to be. I mean, Elon Musk is like a walking meme, as like a piece of shit, basically. Like, and he still inspires headlines with stuff like this with this Greatest Gamer song. I mean, I can't take it seriously. Like, what kind of psyop is this? What's happening right now?
Oh my God! I just looked it up. It's bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. The lyrics are terrible, and they're just like it's like a girlfriend like angry that her boyfriend is like playing too much Minecraft or some shit, you know, and that's what it is. And also, like, is Elon Musk like a big gamer? Like, I know that he like is popular with gamers, but like, isn't he busy like? You know, I don't know, getting bad haircuts and flying to space and shit, like shooting a car into the sun.
I don't know. He doesn't seem to do much like tangible work from what I've seen and heard. So,
yeah, I feel like people at that level don't actually work. They just do whatever the fuck they want to. You know,
even if he's not a gamer in the physical sense, he's definitely a gamer in the spiritual sense.
His soul is a gamer, definitely. So she's right there.
Yeah.
His soul is a gamer. I'm gonna be glad once like she's just gotten whatever shit album this is all gonna become out, and then can like just move on.
Can we place bets on what the album will be called?
Once Taylor Swifts it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you see the video she made on TikTok is like her return to social media?
No.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, first of all, it reminded me that she has that like lisp when she talks, which is like
so cute.
I would never make fun of like someone for a lisp except for Grimes, but I'm not doing that right now. It's
okay,
just,
no, you definitely made fun of her for having a lisp.
That's why I said I'm not doing that right now. I had done so in the post that you're referring
to. That sounds
to.
exactly like high school Justine right here. Talking
I'm sorry.
I've never made any claims to have grown or changed as a person in the last like 9 years. I never said that.
Time has passed.
But like, so it reminded me of that, and then she goes on to like have this really long, winding, meandering rant about how like she was like a victim of psyops, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I can't even tell you most of what she said because it just putting it on transported me to a place where I was sitting in someone's living room. It's 5 a.m. We're staring at a mirror on the coffee table, and she's just talking, and she's fucking talking, and you're like, fuck, I work in 3 hours. Is this worth it? And it put me in that place so like deeply that I lost her words. It became part of the moment.
She has some absolutely awful ideas too. It's like just like a stew of like gamer talk and like crypto shit and just like random ideas she's plucked from the ether. Terrible.
I just like that she has that, but also like fancies herself like some type of like socialist icon at the same time.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
it's wild to me. I don't understand.
Like I was listening to her, like, and she's like, "Well, imagine if people like didn't have to work and they could just play video games and they got paid to play video games." Yeah. It's like, did you think? Sure, that would be great. What? How would that happen? What is there?
Well, it's gonna generate crypto somehow.
That's right.
Her mind palace is a GameStop staffed by the highest 17-year-olds you've ever had.
Oh my god, that's great. That's so accurate.
Well, there's 2 ways that I could transition from this, so I'm going to let you guys choose. Either one, speaking of GameStop, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl has added Garfield and is, in my knowledge, the first time Garfield has ever been in a melee fighting type game or any game. Or we can say, speaking of cryptocurrency, the CIA has confirmed that they are working on cryptocurrency projects.
Oh,
Garfield coin, right?
Monday coin, actually.
That makes it. It would have to be lasagna coin. Come on, guys.
I didn't want to go for the low hanging fruit, but it is better.
If you're gonna make a crypto, yeah, you would have to go for the low hanging fruit. Let's talk about Garfield. What do you guys think? Would you want to fight Garfield, or would you want to fight as Garfield if you had to main? Who mains Garfield in the pod?
I could never fight Garfield. I'll say that for one.
So
wouldn't.
I have to take the opposing stance. I would fight Garfield, and I do it with fury and with deep-seated anger and hatred in my heart. What? He has no reason to be so melancholic and so rude.
That's true.
He's being taken care of by a man who's doing his best. He's
a lonely man.
Yeah, John is lonely. He's trying.
He's sad.
He tried to get Garfield hooked up with a friend, with Nermal, and Garfield just outed that because he's an asshole.
He abuses Odie.
Yeah, he abuses
That's
Odie.
True.
I think he might be starving John. John's consistently drawn very thin, and why? Garfield is stealing all of his lasagna out of the fridge. People don't know this, but John is actually, he's autistic and he has a very limited flavor palette. So the only thing that he can eat is lasagna.
Yeah, and he feeds into his eating disorder. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's literally neurodivergent and a single man.
Yeah.
And a single cat dad.
Yeah. And he's doing his best with no appreciation. And so I would fight Garfield. I would force Garfield no items with Fox on Final Destination right now.
I would stun lock the shit out of Garfield.
Yeah.
And spike him off the side.
I would edge guard Garfield. I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Garfield.
Can I play? In this scenario, can I play as Odie or Nermal? I mean, Nermal.
I don't think so.
Not yet, but that's always a possibility.
Yeah. They might. Yeah. If Garfield's popular, they'll add him.
That'll change it for me.
You can play as John.
That something seems really fucked up about John beating Garfield. I don't care how many times he knocks you out of your chair or whatever.
I've just been imagining popcorn.
Wouldn't it be cathartic in a way to watch John just rearing back,
drop the shit out of that Italian cat?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, Garfield sucks.
Yeah. Also, Mondays aren't that bad. It's fine.
Not even that bad.
It's any other fucking day.
He's trying so hard to be relatable.
Yeah.
It's
like, let me guess. Too hard. Let me guess. Don't talk to Garfield before he has his coffee. Okay.
Garfield's such a putz.
Yeah.
I'm just the whole time I just really enjoyed all the imagery I got of people beating the shit out of Garfield, just like pummeling him. It's just like he's a cartoon, so he just bounces around. It's not like bloody or maybe it could be a little bloody or violent, but it was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, it would be pretty awesome to like be CatDog, I think, and like throw. And if you use the dog half, right, the dog can throw the cat butt into Garfield, and that's pretty insulting, I think.
Yeah.
It's like,
do they ever tell you how CatDog shits or fucks?
yeah. They as they did in most Nicktoons, they had the how the characters shit and fuck episode.
You have to learn. I mean, I don't.
This is how Skeeter gets it off. This is how Skeeter gets hard.
It just shows him like going to porn, like typing in his favorite category, scrolling through a few pages.
Yeah, and then he sees the BBL fucking. whenever he sees whatever weird fucking feet thing he's looking
his
for,
lips and
yeah,
he sees Rachel Dolezal and he's like, "Oh shit, new feet pics dropped."
Oh, I've Googled something bad.
Oh yeah,
you have to tell us.
Put that Rule 34.
I searched CatDog genitals.
Oh no! What?
They're in there somewhere.
I was hoping for an academic, scholarly discussion of the situation at hand.
Of course,
naturally,
as one does.
That's not what I was given.
Drop it in the chat.
Let's see CatDog's penis.
I think we have to. At this point.
Whatever it is, does it just like unfurl from inside from the center?
You're gonna see, but like, don't be mad at me.
I asked for this.
I couldn't possibly do. Oh no!
Yes.
That's worse than I thought it was going to be.
I told you.
So, all right, let me just.
No!
So it's CatDog. They're furried up. They're really furried up, and they're muscular, very muscular.
Yeah,
and
absolutely swollen.
And they appear to have one dick, and in where their belly button would be, and the cat is like is pushing the dog down and jumping off on his chest. Yeah. The cat's the dom, which I guess should surprise no one.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah.
My favorite part is there's a Patreon symbol on the top left. It's like, if you need Nickelodeon CatDog porn, you can
get the
subscribe
link
to my Patreon. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, we all know that it's been, written in canon that I would be out of this because the Red Rocket is where I drew the line.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry, CatDog. I can't sign on.
Yeah, we can't put that in the video episode.
We can blur the bad parts out or the good parts out, can't we?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then I guess if you want to see the uncensored version, subscribe to our Patreon.
No, there you go. Yeah.
And we'll link to their Patreon.
We're just marking up other people's Patreon content on our Patreon now.
I'm going to find out what they charge and increase our tier by $1.
We're very undervaluing our podcast. We could have put that entire Matt monologue description behind a paywall. Obviously, people would pay for this. I mean, if you want to hear more
get off of that.
Someone's obviously paying for it.
All right. Let's edit it out, and that's its own.
I'll put one long beep, and then.
If you don't want to hear an entirely just an episode of Just a Beep, pay for our Patreon where you can actually hear the conversations.
God, the images get like worse.
You're continuing to go?
I went to look something else up and it was still on Google. And I got distracted. You know how that happens sometimes?
No.
Yeah.
I just wanted to look at the show notes and then look what it brought me to.
Can we please discuss why you think Hellen Keller is not real?
Oh yeah, I'm excited about this.
Doesn't fucking add up. Okay. All right. Hellen Keller. I'm not saying that Hellen Keller isn't real. Okay. Like that's a bit of a turn of phrase and exaggeration. She is real. She exists. Right. However, I have one of two theories very much leaning heavily one way. First theory, that Hellen Keller was a fraud. She was faking it.
Yeah, this is great stuff.
Second theory is that Hellen Keller was blind and deaf, but she didn't do all that shit. And Anne Sullivan was the fraud to like get clout. I think the theory that I'm leaning heavily on is that she made up all this shit and kind of manipulated the image of Anne Frank or Hellen Keller.
She also did do some heinous work on this.
Okay,
it all comes down to Anne Sullivan.
Hellen Keller. It's really fucked up how often that happens, where I mix up Anne Frank and Hellen Keller.
I understand this somehow.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I don't know why.
Yeah, it links up in your brain.
It's called the ableism slip. It happens.
Yeah. But so, because you have to drill down into this. All right, Anne Frank, right? God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Hellen Keller. Hellen Keller, right? She's blind.
Do you also not think Anne Frank is not real? Is that another thing that we need to?
Now that's behind the paywall.
Oh no!
Yeah, that one's going behind the paywall for sure. No doubt.
But Hellen Keller, she's blind and she's deaf. Okay, cool, sure.
Cool.
The implication is that she's also she can't speak, right? So what I'm supposed to be believing here is that this woman who cannot see, hear, or speak wrote 12 books by letter, fucking doing this shit on Anne Sullivan's palm.
I mean, what else is she going to be doing?
I guess it's not like she had work in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how the Book of Mormon was written, right? Or the Joseph Smith had God writing on his face in the hat, whatever.
Something. He's a fraud too.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! Now you've gone too far.
No, and then also so in her books, there are also descriptions of colors.
Okay,
that's pretty weird.
Mm-hmm.
Make that add up. And then also, this is the one that pushed it over the edge for me. Because the other stuff, fine. Like you said, I'm sure she had a lot of free time. She could have gotten those books out. 12 is a lot, but maybe. Okay. She flew an airplane. This bitch flew an airplane.
No, it's like when you have make a toddler drive a car. It's like not. They're just sitting there and they're like, oh, isn't this cute? That's what you do with Hellen Keller. That's what
she was sitting on somebody's lap.
And that's what most
like,
pilots do.
She's plane. Oh, she's blind. And then she wasn't doing that. Come on.
No, the claim from Anne Sullivan and her PR team or whatever is that she flew an airplane, assisted only with the standard help from a flight crew for 30 minutes.
Okay.
No.
Well, that definitely
Absolutely
didn't
not.
happen. There's no way that happened.
Why did she do that?
Like, they tried to kill her or something? What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
See,
whose idea is this? This is terrible.
That was like
Yeah.
when I heard Fetty Wap was driving a motorcycle. I was like, he should probably. One of his friends should be like, yeah, nah, just drive a car, dude.
Imagine being in Hellen Keller's inner circle and being like, I think you should fly a plane. I think that's something you should do.
Well, she wouldn't be able to hear you, Phil.
Well, you know, however you would like hold her hands and squeeze them and say that. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you do it?
So that's the other thing. Okay.
Morse code or some shit.
So you're telling me, because the idea is that Hellen Keller is who I'm talking about. Hellen Keller.
Not Andrew.
Good job.
Hellen Keller had multiple teachers before Anne Sullivan. And apparently all these other teachers were like, fucking can't do it. Can't make any progress with her. But Anne Sullivan is so special that she was the only one who could teach Helen anything. And then she just so happens to be the one involved in all of these like stunts that make Helen famous.
Well, I gotta say the airplane thing definitely feels like a grift that's trying to find something that's going to get people off enough again. You know, like she wrote 12 books. No one cares about her 13th book. You know,
right?
We haven't even fucking plane. There you go.
And no one gave a shit when she went over the falls in the barrel. So like, gotta do something.
So that's most of my case right there. Is just at a certain point it doesn't add up. And again, I have to specify, although it's a possibility that Hellen Keller was lying about her disabilities, I don't think that that's what's happening. I'm not saying that per se. I lean more towards Anne Sullivan saw a situation, was an opportunist, lied a little bit. Yeah.
My problem is this very ungirl bossification of two prominent women in American history. Yeah. Why would you? I don't understand why you would do that. I mean,
there's still girl bosses though. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, because I mean,
she's a different kind of girl boss. Then.
Yeah, she got the fucking bag.
Yeah,
she got it over and over and over again. Anne Sullivan did.
Yeah, that's a grift. Hell yeah, and I'm proud of them. They smashed the glass ceiling.
Yeah, it's just about contextualizing the girl bossness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really that's my whole
thing. We need
just,
more girl bosses who exploit disabilities for entertainment purposes.
I'm always saying this.
You're always saying this. I love that. Speaking of things that Justine is always saying, I'm flailing there. But I did see this, that Justine and Matt became blood fathers, and I don't know if you're always saying this or not, but I got to know what this is about.
We are.
Yeah, we've said it several times at least since it happened.
So, Justine and I, we decided to play a little game of Crusader Kings 3 together.
Oh, boy.
Along with her boyfriend, too. And we had a blast, but Chris didn't have such a good time. He immediately died. And then I think he died again, and then finally got another king that lived. Meanwhile, Justine and I are literally conquering Europe. Just conquering Spain.
And I'm conquering France. And my poor boyfriend is off in some duchy in northern England, flailing, fighting for his life.
I'm just imagining this as like a cheesy, like what's his name, Apatow movie where Matt is played by Russell Brand, and he's like just like fucking ruining Europe with Justine, and meanwhile like Chris is like I can't think of Michael Cera or something like.
No, he's like Paul Rudd, but he's Paul Rudd playing playing down his.
I can't stop thinking about Matt as Russell Brand.
It did feel like I felt weird about it, because the whole time me and Matt are like making alliances, like, oh, do you need help with those unruly Muslims down in Spain? we can ally together, and I'll help you. And Chris is like, I
died again.
yeah.
I have just been murdered.
It felt like the most mild form of cucking you could do.
Poor guy's having a great time.
The nerdiest, like, most inoffensive cuckolding you've ever seen. But it was fun.
You need a Crusader King cuckolding president. I think that's
I think we've probably already had one.
Oh, great. Oh, wow.
I'm going to make Grimes in that game. Play as her. You can give her a lisp, too, so perfect.
You have to give her that trait that, like, so in Crusader Kings 3, we've touched on this before. There are really insulting, like, shitty traits you can give someone. Like, you can literally make someone, like, the game will call them, like, stupid, hideous. Like, you have to make Grimes dumb as shit. You have to make it dumb.
Naturally, yeah, naturally.
I love that. I'm gonna play this game. Y'all got me interested. I got my I got a gamer chair now, so I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay, you ready to go?
Yeah, I think that's funny. This chair is a gamer chair because I think it has like some vents on it or something.
Yeah.
That makes
Phil Buck gamer arc. I like it.
Right? They go right out through that hole, right? Like when you're getting all sweaty from gaming, you got some air holes back there.
I got my gamer chair right here.
Nice. Yours looks like a real gamer chair. Mine is like. Does it have the pit holes and it has like a neck sweat hole too?
It's got a neck sweat hole.
How sweaty do you get like playing Crusader Kings?
Sweaty and greasy. Oh my god.
It's a really stressful game.
Just imagine Russell Brand like very sweaty in a gamer chair. Just
I was actually playing earlier, and my wife, who is also my granddaughter, cheated on me with my son. So like,
trust no hoe.
Yeah.
Could y'all imagine Matt with a like a British accent, an English accent?
Yeah, I'm always imagining it.
It'd be amazing.
It'd be too much. It'd be too powerful, I think.
I'm frequently imagining it into the wee hours in the morning. It's really fun.
Any of your tweets that I read will have a British accent. Maybe we can hire a British guy to read a bunch of Matt's tweets. That would be
see how it is.
Or fucking amazing.
Or we could just wait for like a traumatic brain injury that like you get amnesia.
And you have that little electric skateboard you're frequently using to injure yourself.
I do. I have pretty badly injured myself twice on it.
We're gonna get a Matt Moyer amnesia British accent arc.
Yeah, we
gonna
will.
Happen.
Who knows how long it'll last?
He is drinking tea, right? I mean, you're on a big tea kick, right? This all makes sense.
I am. I'm easing into it. Yeah.
Tea time. Next episode, Matt's just gonna have a British accent for no reason.
Okay, I'll work on one.
I'm easing into it, mate. You know, and then it's like it starts to just like pop out like little weeds through the pavement. You know, little British weeds.
I would pay for this. I would subscribe to our Patreon if we could make this happen.
I would actually demand payment from our Patreon if I was forced to hear it.
Guys, just replace me with Russell Brand. Just do it.
Oh God,
this is amazing.
You get the British accent.
Yeah,
it'd be a rough energy to contend with.
It'd be a weird one. It would be a weird one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think he's a good cross between like a Joe Rogan and a Grimes.
He kind of is actually.
Yeah.
Wow. I never would have.
He's the intersection of those two people. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the
Pokemon fusion is.
The maker of Guy's title is being earned again and again every week.
It's true. I'm back, baby.
Definer of guys.
Yeah.
You need like your own page is called like New Guy Just Dropped and just like keep dropping them. Every week a new guy. At least
I think we've got enough of them, honestly.
I would like that because there is a Twitter account that's like just made up a guy or something like that, but they only retweet guys that other people have made up. They're not doing any original guy making content.
Sure.
And I think
they're an aggregate.
Yeah, that's a content space that we're missing.
Curator. Okay.
Yeah.
Stolen valor.
We need OC guy makers in the space.
It's true.
That's
where
right.
Willow comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of making guys, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox were apparently spotted at an event. Attached at the tip is the article I saw. So I chose that headline, but some of y'all had what they were attached by the nail as the headline. I like the tip. I think that's a good headline. I
like it because it implies a CatDog scenario.
Mm-hmm.
It does in many ways, as we've learned today.
Yeah, their shared genitals have to be somewhere on that chain. That's the only conclusion that we can come to.
Just imagining the Megyn Kelly MGK version, like of CatDog, where she's one and he's the other, and there's a lot of weird hair. Like, they're mostly bald, right? They're not like they're probably just a little hairstyle, but not any other like fur.
It's all bleached.
Mm-hmm.
You said I know it was you said Megyn Kelly MGK, and that's that is a CatDog I'd love to see.
I just did it. Yeah. That's what my brain does instead of Anne Frank and CatDog. I usually my brain runs the words together. I start thinking about it faster than I can say it.
I just thought of an Anne Frank, Hellen Keller CatDog scenario.
God damn it!
Yeah, one giant fraud. Yeah.
Okay.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, for real. Like, we didn't even talk about how much of a fucking fake CatDog is.
I just knocked my entire headset out of my ears.
I do hate to circle back. But so the Hellen Keller story was accompanied by something that Matt brought my attention to.
Oh yeah.
And that was that Coco the gorilla is also a fraud.
More debossification.
And that's documented.
More de-girlbossification.
Yeah.
In what?
Why are you doing this to Coco? Why do we got to do this?
Bullshit. Yeah. As another grifter, where the lady that was like in charge of teaching Coco sign language was like really trumping up how much Coco was communicating, because when it was like tried to be verified by others, it just looked like Coco randomly signs over and over again, and she would just say stuff like orange ball, just random signs, like that had nothing to do with anything. Like, it wasn't even indicating what food she wanted or anything like that. But she would only like the handler would only report on things that look like they made sense, instead of just random signs that she did until something happened that she wanted. But yeah.
Would it stand to reason though that maybe Coco communicated more effectively with that person just because like they were familiar with each other, or
maybe, but they couldn't get Coco to sign consistently with the handler. I can't remember her name, but she but yeah, none of it worked. Like, they couldn't, because that was what she claimed, like, Coco really only likes to communicate with like certain people. Mm-hmm. But it just never
like
made
Ann
sense.
Sullivan over here.
Yeah.
Come on, Ann. Come on out, Ann. Tell everybody how much Coco wants a baby.
And I think they proved afterwards that gorillas just straight up don't have like the capacity for that level of like connected. You know what I'm saying? I'm too stupid to communicate what I'm trying to say. Much like Coco.
Like a gorilla, yeah.
I just love the idea of someone that just gets access to an exotic animal and uses him as a grift, right? And they're just like, this
that's everybody with an
blue-bellied salamander can talk to me.
But I do believe that the handler was like actually believed on some level that she was doing like a net positive, because she wanted people to like respect animals more and gorillas, and it seemed like it wasn't like just I'm trying to secure funding. It seemed like she was like, I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's actually good that I'm doing this. But
she did it in the lazy way. Go be Jane Goodall for a year then. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I want to eat gorillas now because of learning this. So she should have considered that as the net.
Oh, they can't talk. I'll eat them then.
Yeah. I'll eat a gorilla and I'll beat the shit out of Garfield. Who gives a fuck? There's no lasagna, and apparently we can't hit
gorilla lasagna. I like this.
Fuck it, I'll do identity theft on CatDog. Fuck it. Nothing's sacred anymore.
Oh, wow. Well, I think we're probably right up on an hour now. So this week we were going to do a bonus episode. So if y'all feel like we had so many more things to talk about, you're right. You should come listen to the bonus episode on Patreon, where I, for one, want to really talk to y'all about spin around with milk. We haven't even touched on that yet. That's going to be a big topic of the bonus episode. But otherwise, thanks for listening to episode 18 of The Succ. Make sure to join our group, the Succ Shameposting on Facebook. And